So some of you guys have had some questions about how these drawings should appear in your sketchbooks when you turn them in. First of all, your first major grade for this 9 weeks is going to be this progress photos assignment. This is photographs of your drawings so far. Next week, Monday is when it's due. And you need to have a photograph of at least 3 or more of your finished drawings to get full credit here. And you'll post these here. Here's some examples from one student. Okay, so this is the start of a drawing for the student, and you can see how she's taken up more than half the page in this case. When this drawing is finished, it'll be taking up more than half the page. It can be a little smaller than that, and that's fine. It can be a full page if you want for each one. That's up to you, but at least half a page. And eventually she will label somewhere on here which principle of art she's using for this drawing. Here's one that's finished. For pattern, notice how it's labeled. So pattern is there. So when I grade this photograph of this drawing, I will know which principle of art the student was aiming for. Feel free to also label which medium you're using here, but that's not as necessary. There are some of you I've seen doing your drawings where you're dividing the page in half, like across this way. So you have one drawing on the top half and one drawing on the bottom half. And if that's the case, you may not have space on the page to label the principle of art. So if that's you, then what I'd like you to do when you photograph these is maybe label it off to the side, maybe on a sticky note or scrap paper. So this might be labeled as, your top drawing might be pattern, and the drawing on the bottom of the paper is rhythm, for example. Make sure in the photograph I can see labels of which drawing is which, so I can grade it accurately based on which principle of art you're aiming for.